In a twist that really isn't a twist whatsoever, we all knew it was coming, Ty Gibbs is the center of negative attention. And I think, once again, it is warranted. It is for what happened at Martinsville. And it's from somebody who showed vocal displeasure with Ty Gibbs multiple times, even if he wasn't the focus of the camera, at Martinsville. And that is Noah Gragson. They're currently at the moment having the championship media day at Phoenix, where the championship 4 drivers get interviewed, and you have all of these different quotes going into the weekend about the championship. But as is usually the case in modern day NASCAR, the championship has kind of become an afterthought for fans because of what Noah Gragson said. Jeff Gluck tweeted out, Noah Gragson not holding back at all about Ty Gibbs. Quote, I just don't like him. I'm speaking what everybody doesn't want to say. I'm sick and tired of the I'm sorry and I'm trying to learn deal. It's been 2 years. He doesn't care. He lives in Fantasyland. Wow. Noah Gragson is somebody who's always been very outspoken, and I gotta say, I completely enjoy this. I don't know necessarily if I agree with every single 100% thing about it, but I think he hits the nail pretty much on the head. Completely. I know he doesn't like Ty Gibbs. I know he's saying what the drivers mostly won't say. I know for a fact that everyone's tired of the same I'm sorry spiel. And honestly, I think that for the most part, he doesn't care. I think he does care a little bit, but not in the way that most fans and people would prefer. And I'll get to that in a moment. But this proves in a lot of ways that Ty has burned tons of bridges, because I think Noah is completely truthful that all of the drivers think this. It's just that they won't say it. You saw the tweets on Sunday and Saturday and through the week. You saw what Denny Hamlin, Clint Boyer were saying, stuff that Dale Jr. said, stuff that people on Door Bumper Clear has said, media in general, fans were in complete outrage against him. And then you even see the chants that and you can just see this is a driver who has pretty much united everyone against him before he could even be the legal age to drink. Before getting into this up about Noah, I want to say more about Ty, though. Is Ty actually sorry for his actions? Well, he did say it in some of the clips that have been posted here.
For me, this week, I feel like I've learned a whole new perspective as a team, and being, I guess, somewhat on looking at it as the ownership side, it was completely ridiculous, and if unacceptable, I did it. I could have 2 JGR cars in the championship, and I only have 1 because of my actions. And we have 500 or 600 employees at every race shop. I can't know the exact number, but it affects every one of them, and it hurts me too, just to have all that. And I grew up there, spending so much time in those race shops. I feel like most of the people there personally, to see them affected by it really hurts me.
Does that make this week any harder with you versus 3 JRM guys when you look at the championship field?
It definitely is from, like I said, from an ownership side, it definitely is, makes it hard to look at as a team's perspective, not ownership side. So it definitely is, because it takes our 50% chance away to 25%, But the best thing I can do now is go out there and win it, and do the best I can for the future, and not to make these decisions and put myself in a position.
Joe said there would be consequences for you. Do you know yet what those are?
I do not, and I wasn't a part of those conversations, but I accept the actions, and I accept what I did.
So once again, is Ty sorry for his actions, or is he sorry he's being given pushback? Because if he means that he's sorry, I don't think he's sorry for his actions. I think that it's in a lot of ways like what happens when a kid says they're sorry about something they did, but they don't seem remorseful about it in the slightest. I remember when I was growing up, for instance, that I would get in trouble for something, or my parents would catch me doing something stupid, and I'd say I'm sorry out of a reflex. I didn't mean it. My parents would ask me the question, are you sorry you did it, or are you sorry you got caught? And that's what it seems like here. And what Ty Gibbs has been doing is acting like a child. And because of that now, he's having to be treated like one to people in the media who will hold him accountable, to people in the industry that will hold him accountable. And I don't think he's sorry for it. I really don't. I know that might be a hot take for the few Ty Gibbs defenders that are fully left, but I just don't see it. Ty is starting out right now hated by everybody, and being a teenage rookie heading into Cup, I think it's a recipe for disaster. Because nobody wants to be the negative guy that's hated. Nobody wants to be the driver that everybody wishes would crash out and will cheer when you go head on into a wall. That's just insane to think of. I don't think anybody wants that. And to put that on top of a teenager who's driven the best equipment his whole life, who's had the best people put around him his whole life, and now is going up to the Cup Series where, to be completely honest, a JGR Toyota nowadays probably isn't the best car, especially that 18 team. He could crumble because of the pressure. He's never had to deal with anything like what he's about to deal with in 2023, and we've seen it already boil over in the short time that he's been subbing in at 2311. We saw the pit road incident at Texas. We've seen different times he's hit people, like when at Texas as well, he hit Eric Jones under caution in the back, and Jones got upset about it. One of the most even keel drivers in the field. So what we have right now is, in a lot of ways, a recipe for disaster. And when you contrast this with Noah Gragson, well, that right there shows the difference between a driver who was in a similar position to Ty Gibbs at one point in his career earlier in his Xfinity days to where he's at now. Noah Gragson, like a lot of people have said, is polarizing. But at one point, Noah was pretty hated because he was the one pulling the stupid moves. But you know what he did? He learned from them. He's had stupid setbacks since. The stuff that he did at Road America is inexcusable. But you see him as somebody who's matured into a Cup-ready driver. His words that he said of being sick and tired, it's been 2 years, that probably comes from experience with Gragson. And I think that is why, of all the drivers out there, it seems like Noah Gragson is the most vocal about it. Because Gragson, I think, in a lot of ways, probably sees his past in these kinds of incidents. And when he walked past Brandon Jones when he was doing interviews on Saturday after the race at Martinsville, you can hear Gragson walking behind him saying, "Kick his ass, man." And I think he's echoing the sentiments of a lot of people in the field. We saw what happened with the fight between Myatt Snider and Austin Hill, and a lot of people now are wishing that Ty Gibbs messes with Austin Hill because a lot of people think that he needs to get some kind of message put into his head, whether that's getting taken out of the car or getting a knuckle sandwich. The thing is, I don't think Ty Gibbs is going to learn anytime soon. When you look at hot-headed drivers when they enter Cup, they get worse for the next 5 to 8 years after the fact, and I don't see Ty Gibbs changing that trend whatsoever. I see Ty Gibbs going down a very similar path to a Kyle Busch, the man he's replacing. But now, I want to pass this all on to you. What do you think about Noah Gragson putting Ty Gibbs completely on blast? Let me know down in the comments below. And while you're at it, leave a like on this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more great NASCAR content. Thank you so much to all my channel members for your continuous support of this channel. And until next time, have a good one.